Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we are going to be doing layout 2 of the Currently Loving workshop kit. If you caught my last video, we put together layout 1. So today we're going to put together layout 2. It's a fairly simple layout. I don't think it'll take very long. It should come together pretty fast. But I'm going to continue in my series, the year-long project that I'm doing with some of my crafty friends. We are doing a year-long project called This Is My Story. So this is going to be a book mostly about me. And so we are on prompt. I'm going to skip prompt number 2. I'm going to go to prompt number 3 and then I'll backtrack. Today I'm going to do the prompt, My Happy Place. So for my photos, my happy place, I love spending time with my family. And I usually scrapbook, mostly me and my children and things we do. But I thought today I would pull in my parents and my sisters. While I love spending time with my kids as well, I love getting to do things with my parents. And this was a little trip that we took. These 3 pictures are a little trip we took to my daughters. My mom and dad had not got to go and see their new house after they moved. So we made a little trip to Lawton over the summer. And this is just some of the photos. So this is me and my dad and me and my mom. And then there's all of us together. These are my 2 sisters. We all went to a football game, and then this is my youngest sister, Debbie, and her 2 children. They had gone to a movie. But I thought I would include all of them in my layout today and get some pictures down from our family trips. So according to the sketch, we are going to be building on these papers here. This is going to be our base for this layout. And then looks like we just have 2 papers to cut, and it tells us in the guide right here we're going to cut 2 strips at 4 by 12 inches, and then for the small strip, the little small secret C strip, we are going to cut that at a 1/2 inch by 12. So I thought I would go ahead and cut those on screen with you. It does tell you the orientation to put your paper. So it looks like we're going to have our paper going this direction right here. And then you'll cut 2 4-inch strips right down the side. So we'll get those cut. Make sure my paper's in there nice and straight. 1 and 2. So there's our 2. And then for this, we are just going to do a 1/2 inch. So I'll put it to the side here. 1 and 2. So there's our papers cut. So those will go along the inside. And once you get everything cut, you do have an assembly guide back here. It tells you, again, where to place everything, tells you how far to come in with your pictures. I'm just going to eyeball it because as long as I get it on there pretty close, it's pretty good for me. So we're going to start with these green pieces right on the inside corners here. And then our secret C piece will sit right next to that. Right about there. All right. Okay, for our photo placement, I like the little whimsical style they place their photos, not just straight grid lines, but they kind of place them a little offset from each other, and gave them a little whimsical look. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to put this one in the center. We all pretty much have on red, except for them, they have orange. So I'm going to cover some of that just a little bit, so it's not so overpowering with all these other pictures. But I think we're looking at something like this for our photos. And I did go ahead and back those in white and gave them a little white border. Okay. For my embellishments, I did already punch out all of the punch outs for each project. So we're working on project 2. So I have already punched out, and you'll notice on the back when you punch out, I showed on my last video, but every piece you punch out on the punch out sheet tells you which project that you are going to use that on. So I have several pieces here for project 2. So we're just going to kind of follow the picture here on the guide for placing our embellishments. So I have the big element here that's going to go behind our photos. Just to stick out just a little bit there. Then we have our family. And then these are stickers from the sticker sheet. I think I'm going to use some different stickers than what they have on there because I kind of want it to reflect my prompt, which is my happy place. So let's go ahead and get these flowers stuck up here. And I have a new set. It's called Exploring Nature. This is one of the new stamp sets that came out with the last release. But right here it says nature is my happy place. But I think I can mask off the nature is and just have the words my happy place, which I want to stamp right here above the word family. So it'll read my happy place and then it'll say family. So we're going to try to do that here in just a few minutes. All right, let's go ahead and get some of our pieces placed on the right side page. From our little punch out sheet, we do have a flower here that one goes on each corner. So we're going to put one flower here at the top and one flower here at the bottom. Just going to have that coming out right there for now. And then I had another larger element. It shows just kind of decorating this side here. And then we'll make a journal box here. Okay, and for the stickers, underneath family on the guide, it has the sticker here on this day, but I'm not necessarily documenting just a certain day. I want to document time with my family. So I think I'm going to, just to add a pop of color, this sticker was supposed to go underneath that, so I think we'll just add that right underneath just for a pop of color. I'll put that in once we get everything else glued down because I don't want to stick it till I see exactly where I'm going to put that. And then to go across this, this sticker today is what they have stuck across here. But I think I'm going to use this sticker here called, it says Memorable Milestones. So I think I'll use that to put across here when we get everything stuck down. So that'll be our stickers from the sticker sheet. So we'll get all of this stuck down and get some of our final touches. I decided that I wanted to cut down this picture right here. That big square was just too much white for me, so I just fussy cut around and left a tiny white border. I think I like that a lot better. Okay, let's get our stickers put on. I think I've decided for our stickers, I'm going to change it up just a little bit. This pretty pink right here, I'm going to use a pretty and pink sticker. I believe I'm going to use this sticker right here. It says cherish every day. So we're going to put that right across here to bring that color to this side. And then I want to bring this color, this crumb cake color, back over here. So instead of this green piece, I'm going to use this one right here that says Cherished. And it is that same color, so we can bring some of it over to here. I believe we'll just put it right there. All right, now we're also ready to stamp. I'm going to stamp right above this. I'm going to use the Exploring Nature. This says nature is my happy place, but I have masked that off, the nature is, so I should just get my happy place out of there. And we're going to stamp it in Secret C. And I have already practiced a couple times on some scratch paper. So we are just going to go ahead and I'm going to take this straight to the paper. So we're going to ink that up really good. And then I'm going to pull these little strips off. That'll just give us the part that we're wanting to stamp. Make sure there's no extra ink anywhere. And then I'm going to put that right down above that word family. Let it soak in good. And lift it straight up. Perfect. I think it looks great. All right, we'll get this ink put up so we don't get it everywhere. And then I think this is beautiful just like it is, but I really think I want to add a little shine into my little flower clusters. So I have the Swirled designs. I have the stamp set and the die set. So this just cuts little shapes and they make great fillers into your clusters just to help boost them up. And so I've gone through and cut some of the little ovals. It comes in 2 sizes. You have this small one and then it cuts a large one. So I'm going to start with these small ones. I just want to see if I can tuck just a little bit into these clusters, just to give them a little bit of shine and just a little something extra. Got one large one I think I'm going to try to stick right underneath here. Maybe that's too much under that one. One more little one right up here. And I also did pop these little flowers up on some foam tape. I also found some little sprigs I had cut out. We could add these in behind those shapes just to help them look a little more full. Let's try one up here at the top. I can always pinch that little stem off if I decide I want to use it. Go ahead and just do that. Right. I think I like those little sprigs in there. I've got one more here. Let's see if we can put one right up underneath here. And that might help this stand up just a little bit. I think we're going to just stick with the small one. That looks pretty good just to elevate those clusters just a little bit. the last thing I want to add, I have some of the 2025-27 in color flat pearls. So I have the Secret C here on the bottom. So I think we're going to add some Secret C pearls around each of our clusters. This was not on the guide, but I think it'll help it just to give it that little extra flair. All right, let's put just a few on this side. And maybe a couple up here. And I think that looks great. I hope you've enjoyed watching the second layout come together. This was the Currently Loving workshop. This was layout number 2. I'll bring it back in so you can see. Here was the workshop guide, or the layouts as the workshop guide did them. And so I just changed out, I put my stamp, I changed out a couple of the stickers, and I cut this down instead of leaving it a square. And then I just added a little extra to my embellishment clusters. I'll go ahead and bring this up so you can get a better look. I love those little flat pearls. They have a real shine, if it can see that in the camera, but it picks up the shine really well. And then we have our second side. Got all the little shine, and you can see I popped these up on foam tape just to give them a little stand off the paper. And then we'll add a little bit of journaling here. And this will be my next prompt for my, this is my story project. This is called My Happy Place, and it's spending time with my family. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe so you can see other videos I make. I will be doing the third layout from this workshop very soon, so stay tuned for that. And until next time, have a great day.